Hey guys, what's up? It's me, E, with another Clash Royale video, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new released clone spell. Now, I bought mine in the shop. You can buy it for 400 gems, and you can level it up to level 3, so that's pretty cool. So I went ahead and did that. Now let's go ahead and just take a look at what it does. It duplicates all friendly troops in the target area. Clone troops are fragile, but pack the same punch as the original. Doesn't affect building. So what it does is it will clone all your troops in a three tile radius, and it will shift your troops to the side. I've noticed it tends to be to the left, and will create a lighter colored clone of that troop. Now, that troop is going to have a certain level, as you can see, based on the card. So clones will be level 8, epics level 3, rares level 6. And this may only be that may go up, I think, as you level your clone spell. And what's important to note about this is that the clones only have 1 health. So they still do as much damage as whatever was there, and more importantly, and potentially scarier, if they are a troop that provided functionality upon death. So the two that I'm looking at here are the giant skeleton and the lava hound. The lava hound obviously breaking out into pups, the giant skeleton dropping a bomb. If you clone it before it turns into one of those troops, the death effect still happens. So you can do insane amounts of damage if you get a giant skeleton to the tower and you clone it and get the bomb out. Or if you get a lava hound out and you're able to clone it, then you're going to get all those lava pups too. So in my previous video, I talked about how I thought this was going to be a game-breaking card. It has not proven to be so yet, but I still think it's going to be a challenge. Just in kind of playing around a little bit and experimenting with some other decks, I've been running arrows, if only for the sole purpose of taking out clones, and it really sucks. You guys will obviously come up with some more awesome new uses for it, some great combos, and I can't wait to see what some of those are. Maybe it'll change the game, and that's great. But there are some challenges with the clone spell, I feel, at this point. I'm really excited actually to build a lava hound deck that I can clone that lava hound and then get more pups out. And if you can do that in the early stages of the lava hound's life, your opponent is going to have to spend at least 2 elixir to prevent some of that damage, and even that's not going to be enough. So I guess an Ice Spirit, a well-placed Ice Spirit, I don't even think it'll catch all of them. I think it'll only get maybe 3 of the pups. So you're still going to get some damage. So you're either going to have to use archers, you're going to have to use arrows, you're going to have to use fireball, you're going to have to use poison, you're going to have to use a musketeer, something, a zap. I guess a zap would probably be the best, but then you've just spent another 2 elixir, and I guess that's technically a positive elixir trade to a 3 elixir spend, but if you spent the 3 elixir prior to that lava hound popping, that's just that much more damage. So a lot of really good value I think could be had from that combo, but will remain to be seen. So today I'm going to show you a clip of just my first encounter with the clone spell. I threw it in a deck to try it. I really had it was actually kind of a fun experience. It was an interesting match that probably shouldn't have ended the way that it did. But let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what kind of crazy stuff happened. Okay, so stepping into this match, it's against Asaf Huta, and I'm running a Goblin Barrel Miner chip deck, and you can see he starts off with an Elixir Collector, and I'm going to throw down Furnace, so not a bad start, and let's just see how this game goes. So I'm going to throw out an early Goblin Barrel. Unfortunately, he also gets a Princess, but he does zap it. I'm going to throw down a log. My miner is already on his way up there, so he at this point has a pretty good elixir advantage, or will, especially if I don't do anything about that elixir pump. Now, you can see in his hand, his goal obviously is to is to clone those Three Musketeers, and unfortunately he is able to do that. So I'm just building up elixir here. I was going to try and clone the, you can see right there, first clone, my very first clone was a minion horde, and it was awful. And then he clones his Three Musketeers, so now I've got 6 Musketeers coming down the lane. Holy crap, backed up by a giant. Fortunately, I have a rocket. I'm going to get a last-second rocket in and knock it down, but not before all of his troops take up my furnace and get my tower down to 518. So I hit him up with a well played, because we are barely over a minute into this match. He gets down yet a second elixir pump, and I'm just going to have to get in a good push. So we're going to do the goblin barrel, we're going to get in a miner, he's going to zap it. So now we're just looking at basic chip damage. So here comes the giant. I know his combination now, but still not feeling so great, because 6 musketeers is a really terrifying thing. So we're going to throw down our furnace to the right to pull the giant over. Now there's the 3 musketeers. We're going to log that down just to distract them. He's going to do his clone. I really have 0 response at this point, and look, he has a giant coming with it. Fortunately, the giant is not tanky enough. I do throw down a minion horde to stop it, and am fortunate that he gets my king tower down to only 1784. And my right tower down to 1690, and he just obliterates my minion horde with his princess. My miner's going to do all he can to get that tower down. I'm going to put a furnace right in his face. We're going to throw the goblin barrel. We're going to throw down a minion horde. We're going to mega minion. We've got to get some damage in on this tower. We've got 35 seconds left. I've got to do something about this. So the rocket saves the day for that furnace. That furnace is going to take out the tower. We're going to get our minion horde down, and fortunately it's not going to die to princess, but he does have a fireball, so that's going to be it. I really wasted that miner there. The fire spirit from the furnace would have done it. And with 17 seconds left, he puts down another elixir pump and zaps the goblin barrel. So things are getting a little hectic here. I know I'm way down on elixir, and he drops the 3 musketeers on his side of the map. Now, I don't know why he does that. And a missed clone spell by him right there is perfect for me. He was anticipating the giant going to the right, but it didn't, so my minion horde's going to clean it up. I'm going to log down the princess, get my miner up there. We're going to go ahead and clone our minion horde, but for whatever reason, we only got 2 of them cloned, and they died so quickly to that tower that it was basically useless. Now he's got barbs coming. We'll throw down furnace to clear that up, and there's the 3 musketeers on my side of the map. I'm hoping to get to that rocket as quickly as I can, He's going to mirror his, his barbs, which I'll use a log. So I'm down to 855. His tower's at 1579. He puts a princess in my face. I'm going to mega minion that and put a miner down. And thank goodness the mega minion turns back. Look at that furnace placement to pull the giant back over. Otherwise, that would have been the end of my tower and the game. He puts his 3 musketeers on the far side of the map, so I'm going to be able to rocket that down. I don't know why. I felt like if he'd stuck them right in the middle, they would have taken out the tower, or my furnace, and then the tower. So I'm going at him hard. He put down an elixir collector. Guys, if there's only 2 minutes left in the match and you've got this much of a lead, don't bother with pumps. I mean, just don't. It just puts you in an elixir disadvantage. He's got a giant coming at me. I get a clone. Doesn't matter. He's going to clone it. Thank you, minion horde. And 416 on the tower. I think the game is done. I say oops, 205 from the hit, and the giant fails to get off that next hit. That's amazing. So I'm able to log it down. It's 897 to 205. With my king tower at 1256, a goblin barrel, and some goblins, fire spirits, and I'm going to be able to rocket down that 367 tower for the win. So I feel like I really should not have won this match against Sakuta. You can see the power of a well-played clone spell on his part. You can actually absolutely just wreck people. You know, six musketeers is just so dangerous. Now, fortunately, anything that you would use against 3 musketeers will probably spread out and hit all 6 musketeers, but not something you want to have in your face coming at you. So again, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I'm expecting a lot of really cool combos. I may even try a Lava Hound clone spell combo myself, since it didn't work out so great with that minion horde there. But if you've got ideas, throw them down in the comments. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, and I'll catch you in the next video.